In today's Tanya, the Alter Rebbe is continuing to encourage the Beinoni on their mission and just how powerful and important their mission is, specifically in building this home for God and making this world into this messianic reality. Each soul is on shluchas, is on a mission. Each soul comes into this world to influence two things, the body and the animal soul. And like we said, through the animal soul and the body, everything that it interacts with. So this is really important to understand. The soul is here on a mission. The soul is not here for itself. It is here to accomplish something. So now focus on the great sacrifice the soul made coming on this mission so we can truly appreciate the mission at hand. So even if a soul comes into this world and is placed as a complete tzaddik, it is still a total downgrade because the love and awe, the emotional experience of connection to God that they can have in the higher worlds cannot even be compared to what they have here. Meaning the spiritual high and the spiritual experience here are incomparable. The spiritual high in the higher worlds is high. So it's beyond comparison. You cannot even start comparing the love and awe experience in the higher world versus love and awe that can be experienced for God when within the body, right? It's just the person, if they were to experience that level of love and awe that their soul feels in the higher worlds in this world, their soul would leave the body. It's not something that could be contained within a finite existence. So the soul's descent into this world is not for itself. Rather, it comes for two unique missions that are connected. The first mission, to keep the body and animal soul away from the evil of the three impure klipos by observing the 365 prohibitions and their offshoots, the biblical and rabbinical prohibitions. Let's keep it out of the mud. Let's make sure the animal soul doesn't get into a place of either deeper concealment and farther from godliness while in this world. And the mission is to elevate the animal soul and the sparks that are connected to its portion in this world, like we talked about yesterday, by uniting them with the Ein Sof light, which he draws into them by performing all the 248 positive mitzvahs throughout the agency of the animal soul. Meaning it's on shluchus, the soul is on a mission, it's on shluchus with the animal soul. It's here to get the animal soul moving and shaking and doing godly things. It's here to get it involved in Torah and mitzvahs. And through inspiring the animal soul to do Torah and mitzvahs, it's drawing down God's endless light, God's Or Ein Sof, onto the animal soul, thereby elevating it. It's written in Eitz Chaim, right, a Kabbalistic text, that the godly soul itself does not need any fixing or perfecting at all. It is only here to draw down light and perfect the animal soul and the body. Meaning, we have to get it through our head. There's an aspect of ourselves that is whole and complete and perfect and does not need any fixing. That is our soul. And the more in touch I am with my soul, the aspect of myself that's perfect, the less perfectionistic I'm going to be. The more I'm going to be honest with myself that yes, there's a part of me that's whole, and yes, there's a part of me that needs healing, that needs repair, but I can keep those things in context. I don't feel like I'm just this giant mess, and I'm just, when I have a hard day, everything's lost, and who am I anyways? No, I don't need to go into that utter confusion. There's a part of me that's always whole, and always real, and always knows who it is and what the mission is. The part of me that gets confused and lost is the animal soul, but when I'm anchored in my soul, and I'm aware of my godly soul, and that it's perfect, and as on a mission, I can focus on the mission and not get lost. The soul's descent parallels exactly the mystery of the exile of the Shekhinah, which is a concept we talk about in different parts of Tanya, which is that God's presence as it's here in this world is in this state of exile, and God's presence as manifest as the Shekhinah, the feminine aspect of godliness. And the idea is that it doesn't come into this world for its own sake. Rather, it comes to elevate. And the idea is that the Shekhinah comes with the Jewish people into exile, right? It leaves its glory of the higher realms, and it comes into exile with the Jewish people to be there for us in this source of comfort and connection. And just like the soul is leaving the higher realms and coming to be with the body and the animal soul in order to elevate, in order to bring it to a greater state of connection. Thank you for taking the time to explore today's Tanya together.